and welcome to Team Liquid's strategy guide series for Aberrus, the Shadowed Crucible. And today, I'm going to break down the mechanics and strategy for Mythic Kazzara, the Hellforged, the first boss in the instance. As always, we'll assume that you are already familiar with the mechanics present in Heroic and speak only to Mythic changes regarding boss and ability behavior, as well as their strategic solutions. Mythic brings us an exciting evolution to Ray of Anguish by way of a new interaction with Molten Scar. Before we get into their interaction and strategic solutions, I'll describe quickly how the mechanics function as a quick refresher. Both Rays of Anguish and Dread Rifts create molten scars, which linger as ground effects. Rays of Anguish draw molten scars behind them as they pursue their fixated players, and Dread Rifts become molten scars once the Dread Rifts are consumed by Rays of Anguish. On Mythic, the new interaction is that a Ray of Anguish crossing a Molten Scar will deal heavy raid damage to all players, which we'll want to avoid. As a result, we will employ a strategy to address this mechanic as its primary focus. Starting the boss at the entrance of the room, we'll place the first set of Dread Rifts against the back wall and each subsequent set against the previous set. This allows the raid to maintain a loose spread against the line of Dread Rifts such that players targeted by Rays of Anguish will have an intuitive solution to the problem of deciding which Dread Rift to go to, which is created automatically by proximity. After each set of Dread Rifts is consumed by the following set of Rays, we will move the boss forward incrementally with the goal of creating enough space for the process to repeat until you defeat the encounter. It's also worth noting that you want to make sure you have enough space or position yourself in such a way that you will not get knocked back into molten scars by way of Wings of Extinction. You should be aware that the rot damage ramps significantly with each cast of Hellsteel Carnage, and also that you should look to assign personals, heavy raid-wide DR, and throughput abilities to the instant damage of the cast. You should also be aware of potential overlaps of the Wings of Extinction dot along with later casts of Hellsteel Carnage. The increased rot damage along with combined dot damage from Wings of Extinction and Hellsteel Carnage can cause wipes-inducing scenarios if raiders are caught unprepared. This scenario is especially dangerous if a player makes a mistake with Ray of Anguish. If your raid is on their toes and the mistake is quickly corrected, most boss states are recoverable, especially if raiders are ready to allocate their health stone and health pot in emergencies. In the unlikely event that you lose enough players or have low enough DPS that you run out of room to employ this strategy before the encounter resolves, you should look to conserve more space by way of boss movement and Dread Rift placement. In a pinch, you can also employ a more freeform strategy if you run out of room and still defeat Kazzara. With that, we very much hope you found this guide useful. Please feel free to leave feedback or commentary below this video, and make sure to keep your eye on this channel as more guides will be coming out soon. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will catch you for the next one.